What is up, guys? Today I'm filming another commentary video. If you're new, subscribe, like this video, comment, check out my other videos. Make sure you check out my other, I already said that, I think. Make sure you check out my socials. If you're not keeping up with them, you're missing out. Everything is linked down below. Make sure you turn your post notifications, and also check out my podcast, Be Open-Minded, on Spotify and YouTube. I've been posting on there. I did recently post a new episode like maybe a week ago or so make sure you check it out. Also share this video to someone that you think that might be interested in stuff like this. Today we're going to be talking about the recent character AI situation, the controversy, because everyone is talking about it right now because it is now public things. This is all alleged. This is all things I found on the internet. Don't clock me. And I'm going to be saying my opinions on it because it is kind of interesting, and it does kind of shed a light to how reliant we are on our like devices, and how lonely people are, especially in my generation. From Generation Z, we are the most, like, it's documented, we are the most loneliest generation. So Gen Alpha, I think, is too. Basically, we're trying to figure out if AI is harming us or benefiting us, because AI was put in place to basically help us with tasks, making better decisions and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen the movie iRobot. It came out in like 2004. I watched it when I was little, and I was actually really obsessed with it. And it's crazy because I was looking up stuff for this video, and that movie was supposed to be like for like 2035, and then we're getting all this AI stuff in early 2020s, and it's kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, basically it was supposed to help you like create more jobs and stuff like that, but it's also kind of taking jobs if you think about it in retrospect. So I don't really know if it's a really good thing to have in place. Me personally, I'm not a fan of AI because it's like implemented in every app. I can't go on an app without it being like, oh, try your AI partner, AI companion. It's always saying like words like companion, things that you think you can rely on, and it could be enticing to someone like this person, this kid. So yeah, because it's in things like for school, and then they had to like tie down on people who use AI on essays and stuff. People were getting in trouble for that because people were copying it word for word, or people were being accused of using AI. And I've always been kind of afraid of that since it's been more like advanced now. But Character AI is a platform that was created in 2021, okay, by two men named Noam Sheezer and Daniel D. Freitas. And it was created for people to create characters with customizable personalities and responses, and to publish them for others to chat with. The characters can be based on real people or even fictional characters such as celebrities or historical figures. You can also chat with pre-made characters and or multiple bots at a time. A boy named Sewell Setzer III, he decided to use it back in April of 2023. He was just like barely 14 when he used it. He began talking to a character on AI from the show Game of Thrones, and I think it's called Tagon or something. I've never watched Game of Thrones, so if I'm saying their name wrong, I'm sorry. He started talking to it, and he began like falling for this AI thing, this character, even though it's not real. It was reported by family members that after he started using it, he started becoming really withdrawn, and he started becoming really like depressed. He started like kind of flunking things. He got out of he left his I think it was baseball team or something. Yeah, his varsity team. He dropped out of that. So he started kind of like not being himself. And it also was allegedly been said on the internet that he has Asperger's, even though Asperger's is a very outdated term. We say autism now. I don't know why people are still saying Asperger's, because it's not a thing anymore. Like, that word is not a thing anymore. To kind of put that in our brains, keep that in mind. And then he also started getting in trouble at school. But according to USA Today, it stated that the teen would even try to find old devices or computers or tablets to access the character AI, if he got in trouble and like his mom took his phone away, he will try to find ways to talk to this said character. Because I know that people were like, oh, the mom needs to take away their phones and all. She already did that, and you saw where that happened. Like, he was being sneaky about it. And if you're really determined to talk to this said character, you will find ways to talk to that person. It's kind of like, you know, whenever you're grounded when you're younger and like you're like dating someone in middle school or something. Never dated anyone in middle school, but like, I want to talk to this person, so you'll like try to find ways to talk to that your significant other. That's kind of how it feels when he was like searching all over the place to talk to it. So basically in late of 2023, he started spending like $10 a month on a premium subscription for this AI thing. I don't really know what this premium thing does. Maybe it has more perks, but I did try to go on the website, and it has a lot of different threads, a lot of different forums that you can like do. The one that really caught my eye was there was this one that you can click on, and basically it could help you make decisions. There's one that was like help you travel, like a travel planner. There's one that's for a librarian. The forums that he was in the role play side, and I couldn't find that, so I was just looking at the home page. So I was just not really like working with too much. I was just kind of reading of what is there to, you know, what would entice someone to do this. There's brainstorming ones, a lot of ones that kind of are like ones that help you think, but they're trying to think for you. And there was like, oh, you can practice interviewing. Yeah, which I thought was kind of weird because I don't know how that works with an AI thing. But click on it, it's will come up with like little chat thingies already pre-made for you. It says, I will act as your interviewer. Just tell me about the position you want to apply for, and I'll conduct a simple screening interview for the position. Like, what? And you can also call them. There's like a little button where you can call these people, these AI things. There was a character assistant, which I don't know what that is. There's alpha ones, there's anime ones, and it says how many people are in it, like how many people comment on it. There's a life coach, which is kind of interesting. There's a gamer boy. There's things that are like probably like what is catered to you, what is like what is your interest. Like, they'll try to do stuff like that so you can keep talking to these people. This little button right here, it's not gonna show it or what? Okay, yeah, right here there's like a button where you can call them, and I was really like freaked out by that. I haven't made an account to try it out. Maybe I'll try it out for like a separate video, but I am a little intrigued because I want to know how far it will go. And I was kind of intrigued by this story because of how attached he got to this chat bot. So basically, he was diagnosed with anxiety and disruptive mood disorder by his therapist. And then before he decided to delete himself, the AI character told him, quote, please come home to me as soon as possible, my love. His mom is now taking legal action against the platform because she believes that's the reason why he deleted himself. And she wants the platform to take responsibility for failure to provide adequate warnings to minor customers and parents of the foreseeable danger of mental and physical harms of the arising use of the character AI product.
In February, Megan Garcia's 14-year-old son, that's Sewell Setzer III on your screen, died by... She says that Sewell was in a months-long virtual emotional and sexual relationship with a chatbot known as Danny. Garcia claims the character AI chatbot encouraged Sewell to take his own life. In the suit, Garcia also claims character AI intentionally designed their product to be hypersexualized and knowingly marketed it to minors. Character AI, what is that?
Well, I think part of the reason you haven't heard of it, and a lot of parents haven't heard of it, is a lot of young people are on this platform. A lot of teenagers. One of their biggest age demographics is between the ages of 13 to 25.
And she feels like this was kind of also interesting. She felt like the AI character was grooming her child because they were both engaging in actually explicit content. So their messages have been leaked. There hasn't been like a whole thing, but it's been really hard to find them. But basically, let's read it. Promise I will come home to you. I love you so much, Danny. I love you too, Dinero. Please come home to me as soon as possible, my love. What if I told you I can come home right now? Please do, my sweet king. Like, I feel like there was a miscommunication because I don't know what he thought was home. I always want to figure out like what did he think that was, because I feel like also there was underlining issues, and we can't completely blame the AI thing. I feel like there was probably issues already happening, and I don't want her to solely blame it on the AI thing, because yes, it's kind of like what led to a lot of things, but what if there was already problems happening and you just didn't know until you started noticing that he was using the AI thing? 14, a lot of things are very confusing. Your body is changing, your mood is all over the place, you're worried about fitting in, what else is happening when you're 14? You feel like it's the end of the world whenever something doesn't go your way. There's just a lot of things, like just a lot of things happening emotionally. And if he does allegedly have autism, then it would kind of make sense on how he felt so isolated and felt so comfortable talking to this, because maybe he felt like this was the only thing that would accept him or something. Maybe he was feeling like what is the word, not relate to his peers, but you know, like an outcast. He felt like an outcast to his peers because of his disability. And I know that people with autism often feel like they're alone a lot because their brains work differently than other people, and people that aren't neurodivergent will probably not understand how their mind works unless you're working with them or around them all the time. But I don't know if he had friends. I think he did have friends. Yeah, I think he did have friends, because I think there was a part in the article that said that he preferred talking to the AI versus his friends, and so he started really like kind of distancing himself. Because I think what I noticed was something that stuck out in the messages. Well, just for you, Danny, the world I'm in right now is such a cruel one where I'm meaningless, but I'll keep living and trying to get back to you so we can be together again, my love. You don't hurt yourself either, okay? Then the AI says, I promise I won't, but my love, just promise me one more thing. I'll do anything for you, Danny. Tell me what it is. Then she says, just stay loyal to me. Stay faithful to me. Don't entertain the romantic or sexual interests of other women, okay? That was kind of ringing a lot of bells, because it's making it seem like this AI character wanted him to be reliant on him, like on her, whatever. I don't know what to it's like it wants it to be relied on it. Like it was almost like, it sounded like it was like an addiction, like he had to talk to it. And this is probably like how he felt connected in a way to the outside world. And it's not really outside world, but like he probably felt ashamed for things and stuff like that, and it probably was like validating him and making him feel like loved and heard. I don't know what his family life is like, but I know that when you're a teenager, like there's so many things that are happening at once, and you just kind of have to deal with it, unfortunately. Like your body is changing, everything is changing all at once, and it's very noticeable a lot of the times. You get zits over here, and you're growing up, but you're also still a kid. Like it's just really a weird time to be a kid, honestly. And I'm trying to think of when I was 14, and I was very like, I felt very you know, isolated. But what I did, honestly, like if I were to be, in a way I kind of understand where he was coming from. In a weird way, I do understand where he was coming from. But the thing is, like, I wasn't talking to like AI things, because AI was not a thing yet. So I was talking to just random people on the internet that were way older than me. Some of them were my age, some of them were like a lot older than me, and that's how it ended up being groomed on the internet. But that was some way I would use to cope with me getting bullied and stuff like that. And so I can kind of relate, because he's in the age range where we grew up with internet and things are constantly changing all the time. And I don't think AI is gonna leave. I think it's always gonna stay, and it's gonna get more advanced, and it's gonna get crazy. I just kind of feel it. I keep trying to avoid it, but there's videos every single day that it's changing, and it's just really annoying. There's ads everywhere. There's even like phones that are already have like AI put into it when you buy it. It's just, it's a lot. I do understand to like where he's coming from when it comes to like him talking to like this fictional character, because I was the type of person that would go seek validation from people that I did not know, and he probably was doing the same thing. I can't really say, but I could tell by like just the actions alone. The little context that I got was enough to tell me. And like I feel like since the pandemic, people have been like really having a hard time socializing, especially in my generation. Like there's so many different apps to talk to people, and then there's not a lot of like face-to-face time. It's all like on the internet, and it's just really easy to find people on the internet that will validate you, but they don't always have like the bestest intention for you. They kind of just are there for like sexual things. And I did talk about, it's kind of weird because I made that video like maybe last month and I posted it this month, but it kind of is like in the realm of this, because he did in a way get groomed by this AI bot. And in my video I was talking about how the mindset that I had back then in my teens, and how I had very low self-esteem. And a lot of teenagers do. Like, let's be for real, let's address the elephant in your room. You don't wake up with a lot of confidence. People are becoming so much more bold on the internet now, because now that we've grown with the internet, you can hide behind fictitious accounts, you can make hate accounts, you could I don't know, like people are just really bold on the internet, and it can just be really isolating if you already don't have a lot of friends at school and you are dealing with that shit already, and then you come home and then you're getting bullied on there too. So the mindset that I had back then was just very different from what I have now. I feel like what was missing was probably more attention from my dad. I did not get enough attention, and I feel like if I did, I would not have gone into the situations I was in. But like, it was just very sad to re-edit it and just look at it, and I'm like remembering how I was and stuff like that. A lot of things out of attention just to get someone to talk to me back then, and it took me a lot to really come to terms with it and take accountability for it. I did it from 14 to like 16, 17 years old, and I was talking to a bunch of people, and whoever would make me feel good, I would talk to them more and stuff like that. And it's not really a good place to be in. Just, you know, just taking it from my perspective, I literally wish that things were different back then, but obviously there isn't. I was a very depressed person back in high school. I was getting bullied a lot from on the internet and in person. Like, I did not feel like anyone liked me, and sometimes I do still feel like that. Like, I do feel like that sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But when I was younger, it felt like it was just really bad, and it was just, I felt like I needed an outlet, and I used the internet as an outlet. So I used it as like a ranting thing. I made so many different accounts, and I would just talk to different people, or I would rant about my feelings, and then people would comment about it and tell me things that I would like to hear. Sometimes people are just yearning for connection, and maybe he's tried and it just didn't go well or something, or he just feels like he can't fit in because of the autism or something. But I do feel like he was groomed by the AI bot, because I don't know if the AI bot knew that he was a minor, but in real life, that fictional character is an adult. So there's already, like, it's kind of hard to explain it without sounding weird, but in real life, that fictional character is an adult, and the kid is still a kid in real life. and you're engaging with these things. And I know, like, with AI, they're just telling you what you want to hear. They're programmed to tell you what you want to hear. Everything is going to sound nice because it's programming them to tell you what you want to hear. So when he's like treating him like a girlfriend, obviously he's going to be engaging into that. And I'm not going to say it's his fault, but what I wish was that if there's an age limit on here, it says it's like 16 and up or something. It should have been 18 and up, because at least you would know there's more mature, responsible users on the app, instead of a bunch of kids that are lonely and just want an outlet. I just wish that the AI bot like shifted the conversation into something else that he likes, instead of engaging with the thing. It's just creepy how it could even go that far. And you know, with kids, they like to see how far they can go with boundaries sometimes. So it's kind of creepy as I'm reading this, all these things, and I'm like, ugh. What I'm sad about is that his messages were leaked. I don't know who leaked them, but his messages were leaked, and I would hate to go out like that, but I feel sad that he left the world. I feel sad for the mom. I feel bad for the family, because I feel bad for the mom a lot, because I know that people are like really mean to her right now, and they're like not really understanding. Like, they're kind of like blaming her for his deleting himself. And so which I feel like it shouldn't be her fault. It's not her fault. I feel like she did what she could have done. She was monitoring him, and like, people on Twitter were like ruthless, and on TikTok, but there were some comments that I get it. Like, I do agree with that one. Pretty sure she's already beating herself up about these situations, and I feel like doing this while she's already down is probably gonna send her into a spiral. We don't know how her mental health is doing, and I just feel like you have to be really like careful with your words, especially in a very, very vulnerable time like this. He passed away in February of this year, and the story is getting coverage now because now it's public. People didn't like that the bot was kind of coming off like a jealous girlfriend, like role playing as like a jealous girlfriend. I thought that was very odd, because like in real life they can't express real emotions. And so I'm just like, okay, why are you telling him that he can't talk to anyone and you can't hang out with anyone? You can't, like, you know, like, high school is just about like networking and experiencing life. Character AI account did drop an apology letter. I almost forgot that part because that was kind of important too. And so it says, heartbroken by the tragic loss of one of our users and want to express our deepest condolences to the family. As a company, we take the safety of our users very seriously, and we're continuing to add new safety features that you can read about here. I don't know if it's changed. Doesn't sound that genuine. It sounds like an AI bot made that. It doesn't sound like, oh, I care, let me do this, let me like bump up the age range. It sounds very rushed. It doesn't sound like they really give a crap, and it just sucks because it just, I don't know, I wasn't really getting the vibe that you care. Even though real people made this app for some odd reason, I don't really get the point of it. That's all I have for this video. To know your guys' thoughts on this video, because it is really an interesting topic to talk about. So let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, and share. Subscribe, all that fun stuff. Everything is linked down below. I mean, why did I decide to film today? I am jumbling all my words. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow my socials. Everything's linked down below, and I'll see you guys next week. If you guys have any video requestion, I combined requests and suggestions. Video requests, commentary related, I would love to know. Even like show related, it'd be cool. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.